Hi everyone, and welcome to your weekly Pick a Card Tarot readings for the week of January 8th. If you're new here, my name is Sydney, I'm the tarot guy next door, and I use my occult knowledge and intuition to help guide you towards life you want. If you have a situation you want me to take a look at, you'll find information on how to get a private reading below. I also do a live stream on TikTok on Friday mornings. You should check it out, it's a good time. I'll be doing 5-card open readings, and here are the decks that I have for you. We have the Tarot de Marseille with red jasper, the Tarot of the Divine with carnelian, and the Universal Rider-Waite-Smith with amethyst. We also have 4 different oracle cards to choose from 4 different decks. So go ahead and pick which tarot deck and which oracle card resonate with you the most. It's totally fine if you're drawn to more than one. And as always, you can pause this video if you need more time. As always with collective readings, take what resonates with you and leave aside what doesn't. If you want to jump straight to your reading, you'll find the timestamps right below. And with that, let's go right to the readings. All right, group 1, let's see what we have for you for this week. The 5 of Cups flipped over while I was shuffling for you. That might mean something, it might not, we'll see. So, okay. This should be a decent shot for you. Ooh, yeah. Group 1, this is looking like a big week for you, but it's looking like a week where most of the work is going into making things easier for your future self. Obviously, we have the theme of backbreaking work coming in with Trump number 13 here, and it's a very interesting card to have in the middle of all of these, because obviously we have the skill and preparation of the juggler here. We have the wake-up call of judgment, but there's also, it's like there's a yin-yang in all of this. There's, you know, these are pips, these are major arcana cards, but what pips are these? We have the duality and choice of the 2 of Cups here, and the structure of the 4 of Coins, which is, and the funny thing is, the 4 of Coins is at the bottom of the cross, so the entire cross is resting on this, and that brings us to the theme of putting in a lot of work to set up your future self for success. The success being the 6 of Swords here. That's really the gist of it, to the point where it's difficult for me to elaborate. But what I would say is, if you feel like slacking off for this week, I understand. But just make sure that the things that you put off for another week might be things that your future self might have needed a week sooner. So just keep that in mind as you navigate this week. But ultimately, honestly, it's looking like a great week. You know, with the juggler here and the 6 of Swords at the bottom of the deck, yeah, sure, it's going to be a lot of work, a lot of reusing things in order to grow the next thing. But ultimately, it's looking good. So thank you very much for watching. If you liked your reading, please give this video a like, and as always, you can use the timestamps in the description to jump to your oracle card portion. I'll see you there. All right, group 2, let's see what we have for you for this week. So, 6 of Cups. What is this? 6 of Coins reversed, 5 of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, and at the in the middle we have the King of Wands, with the bottom being the 8 of Wands reversed. Okay, so let me actually set up the shot for you now that I'm sure on what all the cards are. Now that both of us are, actually. I explicitly named the cards in part for you as well, and this is a nice shot. All right, I'll see you right now. Group 2, this is looking like a week of tricky opportunity, and it's really interesting. I will do what I can to help y'all navigate this week. It's ultimately looking good. Let me start with the 2 for me, most important cards in this reading, which is the Eight of Wands reversed at the bottom of the deck. So this is the underlying energy binding the whole reading together. So there's a slowing down, which may or may not sound odd depending on how your holiday season went. But here's the thing, okay? Oh, before I go to that, the other important card is the King of Wands here in the middle of your whole cross, representing an absolute mastery, an absolute clarity of vision and purpose and drive, all aligned, pointing in the same direction, you know? Now, here's the tricky part. Because when you look at all the cards around it, we have, the Wheel of Fortune, always a pleasant card to see, but what's up with the Six of Coins reversed here? And I think the answer to that question is, this is looking like a week where something from your past might come up and put you in a position where you feel forced to pick between reminiscing and advancing towards your goals. And given the overall vibe of this reading, I'm leaning more towards just indulging in the opportunity, because opportunities to do this don't come around. Your goals, depending on how time sensitive your goals are, that is something that you can consider when weighing whether or not to focus more on the nostalgia or focus more on the future. And I'm not sure if this Five of Swords is representing conflict within you, trying to deliberate between all of this, or with the people that you would have to say no to. Because no matter what you end up doing, every yes is a no to every other possibility, basically. All things being equal, let's not split hairs. Concrete example, there are a bunch of other things that I am not doing right now as I am recording this tarot reading, and later when I'll be editing it, and so on and so forth. So sometimes when we're really driving towards something that really lights a fire under us, and a pleasant distraction comes, it can lead to ambivalence, where, oh, I'm really happy that this friend from high school popped up. I would really love to catch up, but I have this meeting, this presentation to prepare for in 3 days or whatever. Yeah, and I can see where the inner conflict would come from. Or conflict with the friend that you're swatting away to focus on the presentation, or conflict with the presentation receivers for the subpar quality presentation that you're delivering because you went out with your friend or whatever. So I can understand how that conflict goes, but just remember that as long as you know where you're coming from, it's okay to change your plans one way or another. Yeah, I think I'll leave it there, honestly, because this is one of those things where, since it's a collective reading, it's not clear, for each individual which one you should choose. I've obviously given my leaning, so I'll leave the rest up to you. So thank you very much for watching. If you liked your reading, please give this video a like, and you can use the timestamps in the description below to jump to your Oracle card reading. I'll see you there. All right, group 3, let's see what we have for you for this week. Nice. Well, your reading is all upright, like all of it, so that's nice. Obviously, there's a scary card here. When the Ten of Swords is the scariest looking card in your whole reading, you could do worse. All right, this should be a good shot. All right, I'll see you right now. Group 3, before I give you your message, I just want to put the caveat. The simplest way for me to make sense of these two court cards as they fit into this reading is to read them as abstract energies. I've been doing that more often than I'd like recently, but it's just the way that it makes the most sense. And to come into the message proper, the theme that jumps out right away is that we have these double tens and an ace. So there's a theme of a cycle ending that's setting you up for the next thing. Now, this might be a dramatic ending. Obviously, the ten of swords is rarely a card that we're happy to see, but I actually always say that explicitly with the Ten of Swords, pointing to the sunrise in the background here, that whatever painful ending or dramatic ending is setting you up for the next thing. And that's reinforced, A, by the Ace of Swords, same suit, as at the bottom of the deck here, and B, wait, I don't think there is a B. I'm just going to continue. So yeah, no matter how much work is going into the cycle that is coming to an end, the message for you, Group 3, is to, well, assuming that you're the one going through the cycle, okay? If there are people hearing this who are the Hierophant and are not the two students here, it should be obvious to you that you're actually helping someone else go through their cycle. In which case, you know, that's fine. Please let me continue to speak to your students, oh Hierophant. So yeah, for the rest of you, what happens when we've just ended something and are about to begin a new thing? It's time to study and learn and remember or familiarize yourself with the fundamentals, familiarize yourself with the new ways of doing things. However, and this is the inherent warning in this reading, you're being invited to learn in the field, to actually go out there and do the thing. Again, this is the same. How can I have just noticed this now? Or at least it's the connection that I just made now, that sword, sword, sword. But regardless of that, the message is whatever new cycle that you're preparing to embark on, yes, you need to learn your ABCs, but you need to actually, you know, participate in spelling bees and go out there. And through that feedback, you can discover how the knowledge that you have gained till this point congeals into this unique thing that only you can do, you know? Yeah, that's really the thrust of the message. Is there anything more? Let me pause for a second. Yeah, the only thing I was hesitant on is the Page of Cups here, which is the card that I felt had the most left on the table. So yeah, there's a warning and a message in the Page of Cups here, and the message is that whatever cycle that you're embarking on, that you are an outstanding candidate for this journey. You might not realize it yet, but it's true. The warning is you can't just navel gaze and have your notes have your nose in books and shit. It's not just book smarts that'll get you there, it's street smarts, and that is gained through experience. So yes, learn but also apply. That's the message for you. Yeah, good. So I almost sent it off there. So if you liked your reading, give this video a like, and if you don't want to watch me pick up your reading, you know what to do. All right. All right, let's see what we have here. This should be well framed for you. Awesome. All right, Group A, your archetype is the detective. Very interesting. The light attribute is great powers of observation and intuition, desire to seek out the truth. The shadow attribute, voyeurism, falsifying information. The shadow aspect isn't resonating at all, and that should be completely unsurprising to those of you who, you know, considering the tarot readings for all three groups. But yeah, I guess this is a pretty clear invitation to observe and to seek out the truth. It's funny too, because no matter what reading I gave you, this theme fits in well enough where it's difficult for me to add anything. So I'll just read the light attribute again and move on. So the light attribute is great powers of observation and intuition. Yes, trust yourself, trust your own faculties of observation, and a desire to seek out the truth. Group B, your card is what do you need to release? This is a waning moon phase card. So I guess that's the question for you to answer. And for some of you, that is basically one of the questions that I invited you to ponder during your tarot portion. But what's been holding you back? What new way of doing things are you finally ready to embark on? You know, to sometimes the best way to prove yourself wrong is to try to do things that you didn't think were doable, you know? I have the feeling that I just said an empty platitude. I don't even think what I just said makes sense. But basically, the invitation for you, Group B, is obvious. Just pay attention to the things that are no longer serving you and what you're ready to move on from. That's the question for you for this week. Group C, your card is Peace. Well, this is nice. Let me stare at this card for a moment. What I love about this card is that there are both aspects of peace are represented here, because the dove here holding the branch from whatever tree that the legend comes from. This is an aspect of offering, a peace offering, but this egg here is also a nod to protecting the peace. So no matter, like, whether it is protecting your inner peace or whether it is coming up with some kind of peace offering to appease a situation, I guess that is what is to navigate for you for this week. Group D, your card is Domination. This is Mars in Sagittarius. Mars will probably no longer be in Sagittarius, but anyway, let me stare at this. All right, Group D, it is as obvious as it seems. So this is a warning to not be overzealous, to not seek out needless conflicts. There's a phrase that I say a lot when these themes come up. You could be right or you can be happy, and this is an invitation to focus on the happiness here. Something that that really played into this theme is I'm assuming this is a representation of the three Abrahamic religions. I would expect a Star of David for Judaism instead of these scrolls, but this might be the Torah, or however the Hebrew Bible is stored. But regardless of that, that is kind of the theme of figuring out a way to coexist. Would be the challenge for you to navigate for this week, Group D. So yeah, good luck. All right, on that note, thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, please give this video a like. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you'll have a great week. Take care. I'll see you soon.